just got to Oslo. We've been traveling for over 24 hours. I'm so excited to actually get to the town and start exploring. We're gonna spend a few days in Oslo, maybe do some workouts, and then head up to the Movement Make Festival in the mountains where I get to coach you guys. I'm so excited for it. Just warming up for a calisthenics workout. We're gonna be doing a very light workout today because we worked out really hard yesterday. I actually met up with Chayla and Ulrich to do a handstand session, which was so exciting because I never ever get to train with other people. So that felt so good. And now we just found this beautiful little calisthenics park because the other one was quite busy. And this one, luckily, is nice and empty for us. Not to mention it's quite beautiful. One really cool thing about Oslo so far is that there are calisthenics parks everywhere. Like everywhere you go, we've been going around the city on our little scooters and you just come across park after park after park, and it's so amazing. In Canada, or at least where I live, there aren't calisthenics parks everywhere and there's hardly anyone doing calisthenics, but here there's just park after park, people doing calisthenics, people doing handstands everywhere, and it's so great to see. I want to do some bar L-sit pull-ups, but a little bit of a secret, I'm very afraid of jumping to grab bars, so I'm gonna climb up here to get started. Don't touch me. Okay, first try, let's go. Okay, diamond, straddle, how's that? Oh. Okay, we didn't get straight, but let's try the other side. Not bad, not bad. I wish I could have trained these more often. I think we're gonna build out a home gym, definitely get a pair of stall bars so I can do this more frequently. Oh, did that count? Was that 3 seconds? Let's try the full other side. Not quite. Should probably stop getting sidetracked and actually do my proper workout, but it's just so fun to play around some days. Leading up to the retreat, what I did was I actually did my intro to intermediate calisthenics program twice in a row, and then I swapped to mostly rings and really dedicating myself to the things that I'll be teaching at the retreat. So I've been doing a lot of ring muscle ups, backlever, both classes that I'm teaching, ring dips, ring pull-ups. Been really consistent with that. And the interesting thing is that I always feel the strongest when I'm only working on rings. The last time that I did rings only was for 6 months when I was in Mexico and didn't have a gym. And that by far is when I felt my strongest. No weighted calisthenics, just rings. And I hope to get back to that feeling one day, and it's starting to happen now. Okay. Today I'm gonna go for 3 reps. If I'm feeling really strong, then I'll do the 4th. 1, 2, little swing. 3. Yeah, we have the 4th in us. Come on. 4. I actually feel like I could do a few more reps, but I'm gonna do this for 3 sets, so I don't wanna go to failure. This calisthenics park is so nice. Like, we have this beautiful building here, but it is kind of random. Like, we have this road, a whole restaurant with lots of people enjoying their dinner, and then another building behind us, and it's just sort of sandwiched in here. And that is a really cool thing about Norway. It seems like they just put little tiny parks everywhere, which is so cool. The funny thing about my half range 90-degree handstand push-ups that I'm attempting is that they're so much harder than a regular handstand push-up, but I feel like on film they don't look nearly as cool, obviously because I'm not going all the way down to parallel. Let me show you what a regular handstand push-up looks like, and you can tell me which one you think looks cooler. Okay, which one was cooler, that one or the 90-degree attempt? That obviously isn't a 90-degree just yet. Here, forward, lean, come on. Oh. There. Obviously I don't always want to be working at my max, so we're gonna do some of these tucked right now. Some days I just do eccentrics, some days I just do concentrics, and some days I do an easier progression. We're gonna end this session with hopefully one very nice eccentric of the 90-degree handstand push-up, trying to hold the bottom position. Oh, didn't have a very long hold in me. And that's where we're gonna end things today. I don't wanna tire myself out too much, and I'm actually gonna go to the sauna for the second time today. Hopefully relax a bit, get a really good sleep before waking up super early tomorrow and taking the bus, starting our journey towards the festival. I really hope that I can actually get a full 8 hours of sleep and that I'm super well rested and ready to meet all of the coaches tomorrow. Good morning, it's bright and early. We're just getting ready to go to the bus stop to make our way towards the festival. I had such a good time in Oslo. Oslo is such a beautiful city with so many calisthenics parks. We saw at least 9 when we were just scootering around and walking around. In the last few days, we have walked so much, saw so much of this beautiful city. We went to the saunas quite a few times, which was so fun. I really wish that we had those more in Canada, especially with how cold it gets in Canada. We also went to the Munch Museum and saw the Scream, which I never thought we would see in person. We went to lots of cute little cafes, ate good food, went shopping. Oh, we went to a really cool market and saw lots of beautiful artwork. Unfortunately, we didn't think we could bring it back on the plane without ruining it, but I wish that we got some of it. We got in a few good workouts and just really enjoyed our time exploring the city. I'm also not a city girl, so I was worried that this would be way too many days in the heart of downtown. The city is amazing. It's not overwhelming. It's not super loud. Everywhere is walkable. I was really, really impressed. But yeah, I'm excited to meet everyone today and to get going. Welcome to the Movement Made Festival. We finally made it to the beautiful mountains of Norway. Let me show you around the lodge where everything will be happening. This is the lobby area with a pooch. Hi, Poochie. Hi. Here you can get a little peek of our festival tent. I'll be taking you to there later. There's a class going on right now with Matt Smith. Now coming into the dining hall where we have all of our meals. We have these full glass panes where you get a beautiful view of the lake and the mountains. Then I'll bring you over to one of our main classrooms. I was actually the first one to get to teach in this brand new room. So stunning in here. We have a fireplace too, this beautiful wood wall, and then of course the same view of the festival grounds. It's the perfect spot for teaching classes. Now I'm going to take you upstairs to our second classroom. Bringing you into our second beautiful room here. All of our classes that don't require rings have been taking place in these 2 rooms. So things like our handstand classes, our yoga classes, our acro yoga. Down there in the festival tent is where we have all of our rings hung. So that's where I'll do backlever classes, ring muscle up classes, along with a calisthenics workout. Let's head back downstairs now. Headed outside. When it's nice and warm, you can actually sit out here and have the nice view, or you can be in the dining hall. But we're gonna make our way down to the festival tent. When it's not so wet, we have lots going on outside, so we'll do some of the classes outside. We also have these very bouncy trampolines where Chala was teaching how to backflip class, which I was too scared to attend, but we have all different types of movement going on at this festival. Let's go for one jump. It's literally the most bouncy trampoline I've ever been on. There's currently a class in the tent right now and it's quite busy, but we're gonna see if we can sneak in to give you a little preview. Every night there's a movement jam in here and we have it all lit up quite nicely and actually have a bonfire inside. Last night, the coaches showed off a little bit, and then we invited everyone else on stage, doing like a little bit of a skills showcase for whoever wanted to participate. We had prizes as well. The cool part too is we had so many different skills. Like we had jugglers, we had some martial arts, and then of course, lots of handstands. Okay, let's go into the tent. Right now, it's middle split class.
When my feet are pointing up to the sky, it's much easier because my hip is neutral. I don't need to do anything with my hip because I've done it on my legs to create a difference.
That was a super packed out class. The nice thing too is so many of the coaches are going to each other's classes and helping out and also learning from one another. So you just saw Sondre Berg there taking Matt's class. Now I want to show you another view of the lodge. On day 1 too, there was some cows walking around that like to be pet, and that was so great. I'm just getting ready to teach my very first class in this brand new room. I'll be the very first person ever teaching in this beautiful space. And I'll be teaching a class on handstands, headstands, crow pose, and elbow lever. I'm so excited for it. Welcome everybody. So excited to have you all here. As always, we're going to start with a very extensive warm-up routine. Look at the ground in between your hands so it translates better to our freestanding handstands. A headed handstand, pretend this is a handstand, is where you would look more towards your toes. This is a lot harder to balance, so if you can't do a freestanding handstand right now, focus on the easier version where we're going to look right in between our hands. Legs squeezed together, pelvis tucked under, and glutes are squeezed. Very nice. I just finished teaching my first inversion class and it was so fun seeing everyone. We learned the fun little handstand float. We got to do it a headstand and then candlestick and then handstand. It was the best. With the ribs down. Ribs stay down.
Yes.
Pulling down, like into your pockets, yep. And then resting. Yeah, that's better. You can use your feet. I had to jump because I'm short. Yeah, just that. Yeah. Nice. Easy. Nice. So many reps. I think you can do it.
I can do it.
Woo! Very nice. Perfect ending. Nice job.
Thank you.
It's 4 a.m. and I just did my first all-nighter ever. We decided to not go to bed so that we'd sleep on our second plane and get back onto our regular time zone, and I'm dying. And now we have 2 planes and a 4.5 hour drive to your home. Let's get started. We're finally back at home with my little poochie that I've missed so much. Since being back, I've missed training with other people. Training by myself just isn't the same. So where should I travel to next? Where has an excellent calisthenics community? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much to Sondre Berg and the Movement Made team for having me at your retreat. And as always, thank you for being here.